Good morning students, how are you? In the previous lecture we have read about the first chapter of civics, democracy. Clear? But this chapter is very important, so listen it carefully and after this read it thoroughly. Clear? Today our topic is democratic system of government. As we know, there are different forms of government that exist today in the world. There are so many types of the governments. Clear? We will read about the democratic system of government. Democratic system are of two types. There are two types of government in democratic system: presidential and parliamentary. Presidential system. In this system, the president is the head of this type government. In this type of government, clear? There is no prime minister. The president is directly elected by the people. The executive and legislature are not interlinked as in the parliamentary system. The legislature is separately elected by the people and the president may not belong to the majority party of legislature. Clear? Main president is the head of this type government. In this type of government, no prime minister, there is no prime minister. This is the main point. This system can be seen in the United States of America and France, where it is known as the congressional system. Under this system, the president is very powerful. I told you the president is the head of the government in this type of government. So, the president is very powerful. However, his legislative powers are defined by the constitution. Although his powers are defined by the constitution. Next is parliamentary system. Under this system, the president is the nominal head of the government with some executive powers. The practical power of the government lies with the prime minister, who is the head of the executive or council of the ministers. Who is the head of the in this system? Parliamentary system, main head is the prime minister. Prime minister is the head of the executive or council of minister. Prime minister is directly elected by the people, but the president is elected by an indirect vote. Prime minister is elected directly and president is elected indirect way. Who elects by the members of the central and state legislature. Clear? In India, now we are talking about in India. In India, there are two houses of legislature. Lok Sabha, another name is lower house. Rajya Sabha, another name is upper house. Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, or lower house or upper house. Clear? Members of the Lok Sabha are elected directly by the people. Lok Sabha, members of the Lok Sabha are elected by the people, directly elected by the people, while member of the Rajya Sabha are indirectly elected by the members of legislature and other are nominated. Clear? In the parliamentary or unitary system, the prime minister and the executive are answerable to the legislature. In the parliamentary, the prime minister and the executive are answerable to the legislature. They are answerable to the people. Clear? This system is also governed by a constitution. This system was also in the president system. The legislature powers are defined by the constitution. In this also, this system is also governed by the constitution. Next is dictatorship system. Types of the government: presidential system, parliamentary system, dictatorship system. Dictatorship system, the main characteristics of a dictatorship is that the people who are ruled have no share in the government. Dictatorship, it is ruled by a king, or we can say by a group of people, ruled by a group of people or by a person, and there is virtually no constitution to govern this system. Usually the military authority of the country takes over as the dictator. He assumed all the powers of the government unto himself and often does not care about people opinion. He does not care. His power is absolute. He has so many powers. He can do what he wants. Clear? Monarchy. Monarchy means a system of government where the people are ruled by a king. Why a king? It is an ancient form of government. There are two forms of monarchies that exist even today. Absolute monarchy. Second is constitutional monarchy. Absolute monarchy. Under this system of monarchy, the king has all the authority and power that he has inherited from his predecessors. Clear? Which he gets from his forefathers. He has the powers and authorities. This form is usually hereditary in nature. In today's world, Saudi Arabia is an example of absolute monarchy. Clear? Constitutional monarchy. Constitutional monarchy, this system is prevalent in Britain, Spain and Japan. There is a constitution in the country which is the governing authority. The constitution defines and controls the powers of the monarch. Clear? In 2006, the monarchy of Nepal became a constitutional monarchy due to the movement by the people. What makes democracy popular? Now, why democracy is popular? Democracy is very popular system of government because the rulers are elected for a fixed term, as in our country by main ministers are elected by the people by direct. They cast their votes and after that they choose their representative. Clear? They are accountable to the people. Formal equality. We shall discuss the important elements of democracy. These are the formal equality, decision making mechanisms, accommodation of differences, enhancing human dignity. Formal equality, these are the formal equality. After that, formal equality. In democracy, all the citizens of a country are equal before law. Clear? There are no separate laws for the rich or the poor. All are equal. It gives the equal opportunities to the all people. Clear? Article 15 of Indian Constitution. These are the prohibition of discrimination. This topic is about discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Clear? Decision making, read this article 15 of Indian Constitution. Clear? Next is decision making mechanisms. Democracy leads to better decision making than any other form of government. The element of consultation of discussion makes the democratic system more open and transparent. The representatives of people hold meetings and discussion before a decision is taken. Clear? Before a decision is taken. Then there is an opposition which acts as a watchdog. As our country, beta, in this country there are two parties, Congress party and Bhajpa party. And if Bhajpa party is ruling over country, then Congress is acts as a watchdog. And uh, if the ruling party is belongs to the Congress, then Bhajpa acts as a watchdog. They never allow the government to take anti-people decisions. Clear? Next is accommodation of differences. Differences of opinion is seen as a healthy sign of a good and people-friendly system of government. In aristocratic or dictatorial system, there is no room for any difference of opinion or interest. The kings or dictators formulate the laws and the people have to accept it. In the country like India, where people have different culture, languages, religions, castes, one can expect many differences of opinion. In a democratic setup, these differences are not only heard but also accommodated. Clear? This element becomes more important today's age of coalitions in democracy. Clear? But ways and means like agreement for a common minimum program are adopted to accommodate the differences. Next is enhancing human dignity. This element of democracy has a direct bearing on personal and social life of the citizens. This is the strongest element that is a favor of democracy that continues to make democracy popular in the contemporary world. In a democracy, a poor and illiterate person has the same status as that of a rich and educated person. Democracy is considered to be better than other forms of the government because it has a well-defined mechanisms of allowing the people to correct their own mistakes. In case the rules do not act according to the wishes of the people, they can be changed in the next election after 5 years. Clear? This is the main topic, so read it carefully. Thanks. Have a nice day.